Welcome back to Bougie Movie Critics, where we will give our reviews on the movies you think are great. So be ready to cringe and be ready to get our honest opinions, alright? From a bunch of black guys, my name is Patrick Dixon.
And I am Marcus Heckstall, and today we will be giving our critique on the one and only, which I think is completely horrible, Bird Box.
Bird Box indeed. Bird Box was introduced in 2018 as a Netflix original, a post-apocalyptic thriller directed by Suzanne Briere.
And that's exactly where it should have stayed.
Oh, you stop it. Stop it.
Horrible film.
Stop it. But to be honest with you, the movie's bad, but not all that bad. I think it's good to watch it with a group of friends, maybe. But all my friends are in jail. Hello. But if I were to say how this movie is, it's The Mist wrapped with A Quiet Place and a bad episode of Friends.
Visually, the story was pleasing. I felt like they did everything right, far as, continuity, coloring. The cinematography of this film was indeed up to par.
Up to par.
But the story itself is what hurt this film the most, too. For one, nobody ever sees what exactly is chasing them.
Thank you so much. But what's even more crazy is that this force, this creature that nobody sees, but they're scared as shit. Oh, excuse me.
Scared as
I see what you did there. The only time we see this force is a bunch of leaves moving. That's the closest we'll ever see this force. And then this force was making people commit suicide.
Me watching this movie made me want to commit suicide.
Oh my gosh.
And I watched it twice.
Oh my gosh. You know?
If I watch it a third time, I probably will kill myself.
Before the cops killed him. Black Lives Matter. Not really.
And on top of that, you got a lady who doesn't even have the audacity to name her kids. She just calls them boy and girl. And then all of a sudden, where do you live to the point where you have to float down a river for 3 days?
Get up and get out. It's not an orphanage. New guy, you had a great visit. We really loved meeting you. Now, off. And anybody who doesn't agree, you go with him. If you want to save people out there, then you go right through that door and you go do it. We're not bringing any more strangers in here. Get.
Thank you. You'll sleep in the grass.
You let the only guy that possibly could have saved you, Douglas, you locked him,
Doug,
in a garage.
And
then when he tried to get your attention to let you know the guy's crazy, you walked past him, completely ignoring him as you left him in the garage. And you got the whole house killed.
the whole house, entire house killed.
So I blame Tom.
Oh my.
It was bad. And then all of a sudden, so not only do you float for like 3 days down a river,
Yes.
you go to a school in the blind in the middle of the forest. What kind of world do we live in where we leave blind people in the middle of the woods?
That's like saying we'll have a black president one day.
And then on top of that, it's just over with. We made it to the school of the blind. We're good.
That's it.
Nobody's gonna chase us here.
It's crazy. And just so you know, every black person that's in this movie, of course they died because it's a horror thriller. So they stayed true to that. I'm glad that, they kept that going.
The only two.
Yeah, the only two, by the way.
And he writes a book. It makes no sense whatsoever. I honestly wish I'd never seen this film.
Wow.
Because it makes completely no sense. I just really feel like they could have did a lot better with the story. At least showed the monster, showed what's chasing them. There's no conclusion.
Gotcha.
You just show up to a different house, pretty much.
Mm.
But the only difference is none of the blind people are going to die.
Wow.
Besides the people that can actually look at whatever this is that's chasing them, that's been chasing them the whole movie. What is to stop them from coming and shooting up the entire school of the blind? Because I didn't see any weapons.
Mm-hmm.
They opened the door,
Yep.
and all of a sudden, let me see your eyes. What happens next? I'll tell you what happens next. Put that movie in the trash.
Oh my gosh. While my friend Marcus is recovering, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I hope you had a great time at Bougie Critics Movies, when we are here reviewing movies that you think are popular.
No, wait. I got some more to say. All right. Another part that actually bothered me in this movie here. All right. No. We got to talk about the Asian guy that died upstairs by himself by falling out of a chair. Why would you everybody go downstairs? All of a sudden, everybody wants to run upstairs.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up. I'm sorry. So this concludes our critique. You guys have a good one, and hey,
Movie ever.
Okay, and if you're not black, you're all right. If you are black, watch out for the cops.